Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull.
When you hear about the tough phone calls I'm having, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. They're tough. We have to be tough. It's time we're going to be a little tough, folks. We're taken advantage of by every nation in the world virtually. It's not going to happen anymore.
Toughness is Trump's stock in trade, of course, but Trump's take on the call was a little different than the description shared by a much more diplomatic Prime Minister Turnbull.
The report that the president hung up is not correct. The call ended courteously. And as far as the nature of the discussion, it was very frank and forthright.
Later, President Trump said he didn't like the, quote, dumb deal President Obama had made with the Australians to take in about 1,200 refugees currently housed in offshore camps.
For whatever reason, President Obama said that they were going to take probably well over 1,000 illegal immigrants who were in prisons. And they were going to bring them and take them into this country. And I just said, why?
Actually, the people are in offshore detention centers, not prisons, and they are considered potential refugees, not illegal immigrants. Under the deal made by President Obama, they would be admitted to the U.S. only if they passed through the U.S. vetting process. The rhetoric sounded consistent with Trump's America First philosophy, but significantly in this case, Trump did not say he would scrap the deal.
We'll see what happens, but, you know, previous administration does something, you have to respect that. But you can also say, why are we doing this?
On another subject, Trump began the day by praising his newly installed Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson.
Some people didn't like Rex because he actually got along with leaders of the world. I said, no, you have to understand, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Tillerson has a friendly relationship with one former leader in particular, Russian President Vladimir Putin, who Trump has also praised consistently. Today, the Treasury Department announced it was making what the administration called a technical adjustment to the sanctions President Obama placed on the Russian Security Agency, or FSB. The FSB is the successor to the KGB and was the main agency accused in the hacking of the 2016 elections. President Trump has suggested he might be willing to ease the sanctions on Russia in return for Russian cooperation on terrorism. And while officials from both the Trump and Obama administrations called the change a small, innocuous fix, the Russians seized the opportunity to spin this in a positive way, praising Trump for, quote, easing the sanctions. The former director of the FSB was quoted in the Russian news agency TASS as saying, without easing these sanctions, it would have been impossible to cooperate in the war on terror. This indicates that U.S. President Donald Trump has been consistent. As for U.S. President Donald Trump, when told the Russians were praising him for easing sanctions, he said, I'm not easing anything. Mara Eliason, NPR News, the White House.
Now, for a closer look at that refugee resettlement agreement between the U.S. and Australia that President Trump called a dumb deal, Australia has a hardline immigration policy that bans asylum seekers who arrive by boat from ever settling in Australia. Instead, they're sent to detention centers on 2 islands in the Pacific. The agreement between the U.S. and Australia concerns 1,250 of those refugees. Earlier today, I spoke with Anya Neistat, the Senior Director of Research at Amnesty International, and I asked her who these people are.
We're talking about several thousand people who are being brought to this island, most of whom have been recognized as refugees. But Australia refuses to take them to Australia, and that's where the efforts to find another home for them came from. And in the end of last year, a deal was reached between Australian and U.S. officials that U.S. will take, it was not entirely clear how many, but clearly not all, but perhaps the majority of those refugees in exchange for Australia taking some of the refugees, migrants that the U.S. doesn't want.
So Australia is the only country in the world that kind of sends its asylum seekers who arrive by boat, that sends them away, refuses to let them settle within its borders. So who are these refugees? Where do they come from?
They come from a variety of different countries. The majority on Nauru, where I spent some time investigating, are from Iran, but there are also refugees from Iraq, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Somalia, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and I have to emphasize that they live in absolutely horrendous conditions.
So as we just heard President Trump say, why? Why are we doing this? What's the purpose?
Yeah, well, one of the purposes is that U.S. has been, until just last week when President Trump decided to undo that, one of the big so-called resettlers in the world. So U.S. has been doing this not just for this category of refugees, for many others as well. This was slightly different because it was a bilateral agreement. And this is one of the reasons that it was not directly covered by the executive orders that were signed by President Trump last week. The executive orders, in fact, have a very specific clause that says that they would not apply to bilateral international agreements. And it seems like this clause was introduced specifically to honor the agreement with Australia and then a few other situations.
If, as it appears, the president's current executive orders on refugees don't apply to this deal because it was, as you said, a one-on-one deal with Australia, what happens if Trump refuses the deal? What happens to these refugees?
Well, I mean, he probably would not be able just to refuse it. It would need some undoing to basically not, he cannot just not honor